We welcome you inside Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia, as the NFHS Network proudly presents the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament. We are at Little Creek's Craft Field, where this year the Class AA portion of this wonderful event will take place, as this marks the third year South Charleston has hosted the event. And this year's AA field features five-time defending state champion Herbert Hoover, along with Glen, Winfield, and Independence. And our opening matchup will have Winfield and Glen colliding. This year's state tournament is being produced on the NFHS Network by Video Productions in conjunction with the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission. With our great crew, Brian Shepard, I'm Mark Martin, and we are delighted to have you joining us for the call of this opening game in the Class AA bracket. Glen in with a record of 25-9. Winfield enters at 30-4. Winfield had a tough time out with Scott in its regional, but came away victorious, won a 3-2 game to advance here to Little Creek Park for a second straight year. Glen lost its opening game, but battled back and won two straight with Kaiser to reach the state tournament. Sherry Garner is the head coach for Glen, and for Winfield, it is Steve Hensley. Taking a look at the starting lineups for Glen, at shortstop and leading off will be Sydney Brown. Lizzie Kale will be the pitcher and bat second. Sarah Brown will be behind the plate and bat third. Liv Munoz will be at third base and hit in the cleanup spot. Des Carter is the designated player, batting fifth. Addie Smith will bat sixth and play second base. Riley Bruce is in center field, will bat seventh. Kayla Wright will be in right field, batting eighth and batting ninth, and playing left field will be Maddie Murray. Danica Holden is the flex player, and she will be at first base. For Winfield, Georgia Mulder will lead it off and play left field. Alex Hurley will be at second base and bat second. Macy Balgus will be in the pitching circle, and she will bat third. Chloe Kimball will be behind the plate and bat in the cleanup spot. Ellie Nelson will be in right field, batting fifth. Kristen Hensley will be at first base, batting sixth. Kennedy Schilling is the designated player. She will bat seventh. Riley McClellan will be at third base and bat eighth. Brooklyn Cole will be in center and bat ninth. And it will be Miana Oglesby, the flex player, and she will be playing shortstop here today. So have a great showdown here, and looking forward to getting this one underway here inside Craft Field at Little Creek Park. So we'll get the warm-up tosses going here for Macy Balgus. Rob Kerr will be our home plate umpire. Bob Carr will be at first base. Brian Howard will be at second. Make that third. And Stephen Dalton will be at second. Dimensions here at Craft Field. Inside beautiful Little Creek Park. 200 down the left field line and the right field line, and 220 in dead center field. Ryan Shepard is our producer-director, one of the best in the business. Today's game is being produced by Video Productions in conjunction with the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission. Bernie Dolan is the executive director of the WVSSAC. His assistants are Wayne Ryan and Dr. Cindy Daniels. This year's tournament is being played in the memory of Greg Reed, an SSAC assistant executive director who died this past January. Heather Enoch is our media coordinator. Again, game being produced by Video Productions. Butch Mounts is the executive producer of Video Productions Sports. Great to have you with us, and we are set to get this one underway. Sydney Brown, who is heading to Slippery Rock along with her sister Sarah, will step in. Brown averaging .429, a .724 slugging percentage, 39 runs batted in this season, and 15 stolen bases. And a very good shortstop, 99.7% fielding percentage. Again, Winfield defensively. Balgus is in the circle. Chloe Kimball is the catcher. Kristen Hensley is at first. Alex Hurley is at second. Fiona Oglesby is the shortstop. Riley McClellan is at third. Georgia Mulder in left. Brooklyn Cole is in center. And Ella Nelson is in right field. And the Oak Glen batting order, Sydney Brown leads it off. The shortstop, Lizzie Kell, is the pitcher. Will bat second. Sarah Brown will bat third. She's the catcher. Liv Munoz is the third baseman. In the cleanup spot, Des Carter is the designated player, will bat fifth. Addie Smith will play second base and bat sixth. Riley Bruce will bat seventh, play center field. Kaylee Wright will bat in the number 8 spot, playing right field. Maddie Murray in center, or make that left field, will bat ninth. And Danica Holden is the flex player, and she will be at first base. Winfield has won 6 in a row, and Oak Glen winning its last 2 to win that regional over Kaiser. And so we are ready to go here with action at the state tournament, and the first pitch. Get this one underway at 9:28 a.m. Two balls and no strikes to Sydney Brown. In this team, Oak Glen, when you lose that first game of the regional and you have your backs against the wall, but they persevered. And here they are in Charleston, third straight year. The senior class, they've been incredible. 30-3, 27-4 last year. The 30-3 mark came in 2021. Here's one hit to the shortstop and off the glove of Oglesby. And Sydney Brown will be at first base to get it going here for Oak Glen. So the senior class winning us in school history, 82-16, 83% winning percentage. Lizzie Kell will now step in. Kell, the team's pitcher, outstanding player, hitting .378. So does it offensively as well as defensively. Runner goes, and the throw down, and safe at second will be Brown. Kimball comes up firing down to Hurley at second, but not in time as Sydney Brown gets herself in scoring position. Macy Balgus goes to work, count 1-0. It's a spectacular day here inside Little Creek Park. We are at Kraft Field. Again, 2 fields down below, side by side. That's where the AAA and single A action are unfolding. And here's one fouled. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lizzie Kell. Sarah Brown on deck for Oak Glen. Oak Glen comes from the north of West Virginia, most northern county, Hancock County. One of 2 high schools in Hancock County, along with Weir. We're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sherry Garner graduated from Oak Glen in 1988, West Virginia University in 1993, got a counseling master's in 2007. Moving back from Morgantown in 2009, she started working as a school counselor in the Hancock County school system, starting coaching with Oak Glen that year, an assistant with Michelle McAfee from 2010 through 2014, and an assistant under Morgan Martin 2014 through 17, and then the head coach from 2018 to the present. Career record of 114 and 39. So the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Lizzie Kell. No outs. Top of the first inning. And this one slapped to the second baseman, Hurley. Hurley throws on to Hensley for the first out. Brown will move down to third. So our first out of the game, and that will bring up Sarah Brown. Nice job there with Hurley at second. So Sarah Brown will try to bring home her sister, both bound for Slippery Rock University. One ball and no strikes here. Bogus with the pitch. And Winfield falling to Herbert Hoover a year ago in the state championship. Hoover lost to Oak Glen to start the tournament a year ago and then battled back 2 years in a row. Hoover has battled back after losing its opener. Throw down. 2 balls and 1 strike. AAA action will get going soon. John Marshall, Cabell Midland, and Jefferson and GW to follow. Here will be Hoover. Speaking of the Lady Huskies, who are gunning for a 6th straight state championship. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes with Liv Munoz on deck, the third baseman. Single A action. St. Mary's and 2-time defending state champ Wahama will get that competition going. Right back at Bogus, inner glove, and safe at first is Sarah Brown, and Oak Glen strikes first here in South Charleston. Well, so many times Bogus going to make that play, but boy, that one right back at her sharply. Sarah Brown with the hit, and Munoz putting everything she has into that one. Another look here, Bogus, and you're in this state tournament, and the excitement of it all. Munoz digs in. One away here, and a 1-0 lead for the visiting Oak Glen Golden Bears against the Generals of Winfield. 6 seniors on this Oak Glen team. 5 of 6 played for the Rising Stars 8 and under softball team. Munoz, Kell, the Brown sisters, and Balch were all a part of that team many years ago. Now here they are trying to wrap it all up with a state championship. This one lifted up, and camping under it at shortstop is Oglesby. And that will give us 2 outs here. So the designated player, Des Carter, steps in.
Now batting for Oak Glen, number 44, Des Carter.
Macy Bogus firing the strike. Bogus, a 17-0 record. 0.631 ERA. 160 strikeouts, 21 walks this season. Carter facing the 0-2 pitch. Count 1-2. Sydney Brown led it off, got a base hit, stole second, and would later score as her sister Sarah drilled one back hard to the pitcher. Carter staying alive. Great crowd here. Tell you, you look at the field of 12 teams in this state tournament for all three classes, and all 12 have outstanding fan bases. So parking and seating is at a premium here, but it's a good problem to have. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Macy Bogus trying to finish up this inning with just that 1 run. 2-2 pitch, and this one smash foul. We'll see Lizzie Kell coming up in the pitching circle for Oak Glen in the bottom of the first, a young lady with over 500 strikeouts in her career. Once again, the 2-2, and off speed, and Carter, a swing and a miss, and that will do it. Oak Glen with a run in the top of the first. Winfield coming to the plate here at the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament. You're watching live streaming coverage on the NFHS Network. We welcome you back inside beautiful Little Creek Park, Kraft Field, and Oak Glen getting a run in the top of the first. And it will now be Winfield coming to the plate here. Winfield with a sensational 30-4 record. Most wins by any team of any of the classes in this state tournament. They have a 6-game winning streak coming in here. Last loss coming against Logan, 8-7. Started the season with a 9-game winning streak. Also had a winning streak this season of 8 straight. So left fielder Georgia Mulder will start it off for Winfield here in the bottom of the first. Alex Hurley will follow, and then Macy Bogus Hurley, the second baseman. And Bogus is the pitcher. Something about this field. First pitch to Mulder is swing and a miss. And here we go with another swing and a miss. Got a piece of that one. Doctors Joey Atkins and Michaela Gunter at Elk Family Dentistry are proud to support the 2023 West Virginia High School Softball Championships. Elk Valley Dentistry specializes in family and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Valley Dentistry, changing lives one smile at a time. Georgia Mulder, .538 batting average, 15 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Senior left fielder. Pitch coming and makes it a 1-2 count. Lizzie Kell, just an outstanding pitcher. 20-6, 314 strikeouts, over 500 strikeouts for her career. 1.622 ERA. In 378 batting average and 13 stolen bases. And right now trying to get strikeout number 315 of the season. Oak Glen in the beautiful white and powder blue and gold, swing and a miss. And there is strikeout number 315 of the season as Mulder, the left-hander, goes down swinging. And that brings up Alex Hurley, the junior. Kell fires and got that strikeout. And here is Hurley for the drag bunt. Macy Bogus is at the on-deck circle. So 1-1 now, the count. 1-0 lead here for Oak Glen in the bottom of first inning. Slapping that one foul is Hurley. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Macy Bogus on deck with 1 out here. Steve Hensley, great head coach for Winfield, and a called strike 3. Strikeout number 316 of the season. And that will bring up Macy Bogus. So you got pitcher against pitcher. Another look at it here, and right there on the inside corner. Jeff Schoolcraft, Aaron Carr, Kenny Ziegman, and Shawnee Jarrell are the assistants for Steve Hensley. Steve attended West Virginia State in 1991-96, played 3 seasons for the great Cal Bailey. Graduate of Winfield High School in 1991. He was an outstanding baseball coach at Winfield. 0-2 count. His team won the AA state championship in 2001 and 2003. This one lifted foul and out of play. Steve coached for 9 years with this softball program and a career record of 171-72, 3 Cardinal Conference championships. No balls, 2 strikes to Bogus upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chloe Kimball hoping to get a stab at it here in the bottom of the first inning. The folks in the bleachers lined around the fences here at Kraft Field inside Little Creek Park. After getting out in front 0-2. It's now a 2-2 count for Oak Glen in the top of the second. They'll have Addie Smith, Riley Bruce, and Kayla Wright, hitters 6, 7, and 8. Winfield hoping that will be a while. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts for Kale in the bottom of the first. We have played 1. It's Oak Glen 1 and Winfield nothing. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament here on the NFHS Network.
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Farmers and Mechanics Insurance knows West Virginia, and we understand how much all of our high school teams and athletes mean to the communities that we have served for more than 100 years. That's why we're proud of our partnership with the West Virginia SSAC. Their commitment to teach and promote sportsmanship and citizenship is the key to future success. Protecting what matters most to you. Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, a proud partner of the West Virginia SSAC.
Back inside Kraft Field here at Little Creek Park in South Charleston. Beautiful day for championship softball action. This is the AA portion of the state tournament. All games will be played here at Kraft Field, along with Brian Shepard, our outstanding producer director. I'm Mark Martin, and we are delighted to have you with us. Addie Smith will start it off here for Oak Glen in the top of the second. Riley Bruce will follow, and then it will be Kayla Wright. Oak Glen with a run in the top of the first inning, and pitcher Lizzie Kell, 3 strikeouts. Winfield batters in the bottom of the inning, and that's where we are right now. Addie Smith. There's a strike delivered in her direction by Macy Bogus. Oak Glen, a school that has had success in a lot of sports down through the years, and certainly the one that stands out to many, wrestling. 13 consecutive state championships under the great Larry Shaw, who is a member of the National Federation of High School Sports Hall of Fame, class act, and on the mats, they had it going for some time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now, Winfield, you talk about championship success, and they've done it in an array of sports, and just most recently, last weekend, David Bailey's great track and field program, winning another AA state crown on the girls' side. 5th state title in 6 years. 1-2 pitch, and that is a foul tip. There's football championships, basketball championships at Winfield, and we mentioned Coach Hensley guiding baseball to some state titles. Now just lunging at that one, Smith. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Delighted you could be with us here on the NFHS Network for coverage of this AA contest. We will have Independence and 5-time defending state champion Herbert Hoover following here. 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Swing and a miss, and Smith is gone. So back-to-back strikeouts for Macy Bogus. Into the inning with a strikeout. And here gets Addie Smith on a swing and a miss. Riley Bruce, the center fielder, steps in now for Coach Garner's crew. Bruce is one of 4 sophomores on this team. She looks at a called strike. Swing and a miss. Bogus with the 0-2, and that is in there for a called strike. So 3 consecutive strikeouts for Bogus, and that brings up Kayla Wright. Another look at the latest strikeout for Bogus. Right down the middle of the plate. Great camera angle there. So the left-hander, Kayla Wright, playing right field for Oak Glen. She steps in, and a swing and a miss. And you can't say enough about what Oak Glen did to get here. They fell to Kaiser in that opening game of the regional and then battled back and won 2 in a row. Winfield, after defeating Scott 8-0 in the opener of that regional, had a battle on its hands in game 2, but pulled it out by a final of 3-2. 0-2 pitch, and that went outside. Maddie Murray on deck for the white-clad Golden Bears of Oak Glen High School. Winfield located just down the road here, and that gets right on the helmet. So Wright will become the third base runner of the game. Another look, just got away from Bogus, and there just wasn't a whole lot Wright could do. And that's a tough break for Bogus, who was ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here. Base runner aboard. Maddie Murray, the left fielder, the number 9 hitter, steps in. Kimball firing down to Hensley. Oh, 1 pitch, and that catches the corner of the plate for strike 2. Bogus looks at a wristband and comes with the 0-2, and that one is going to be strike 3. Throwing down just to make sure, and so 3 strikeouts there in the inning. She did hit a batter. They leave 1. We played an inning and a half. Oak Glen 1, Winfield nothing. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament here on the NFHS Network.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
The Health Plan is a proud partner with the West Virginia SSAC and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the Health Plan. We are here for you.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar Stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar Stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Chloe Kimball has now thrown 16 pitches and 12 strikes as Lizzie Kell facing Chloe Kimball. Lizzie Kell with outstanding control there in the circle. This one lifted up, and that will be out of play. The balls and 2 strikes. Doctors Joey Atkins and Michaela Gunter at Elk Family Dentistry are proud to support the 2023 West Virginia High School Softball Championships. Elk Valley Dentistry specializes in family and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Valley Dentistry, changing lives one smile at a time. So Chloe Kimball, .513 batting average, 12 doubles, 6 home runs, and drove in 49 runs this season. One ball, 2 strikes, and that one getting away from Kell. This one smashed into left center, and it is gone. Kimball ties it with a swing. Her 7th home run of the season, and we are even at 1. Well, you knew the minute you heard that one. Kimball drilled it deep, and the Winfield celebration begins.
Now batting for Winfield.
Ella Nelson.
Ella Nelson.
Nelson, a .381 batting average, 2 doubles, 5 triples, and has driven in 19 runs. So Kimball getting her 7th home run, and being a solo shot, she now has 50 runs batted in for the season. Count even at a ball and a strike. Lizzie Kell fires, swing and a miss. They'll try to bear down here now after giving up that solo home run. Upstairs for ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Glen with a run in the top of the first. And here in the bottom of the second, Winfield has answered. Two balls, 2 strikes on Ella Nelson, working against Lizzie Kell. Sarah Brown behind the plate. Danica Holden at first, Sarah Brown at second. Sydney Brown at shortstop. Liv Munoz at third. Maddie Murray at left. Riley Bruce in center. And Kayla Wright in right field. We got Addie Smith is at second, and heading to first via the walk is Ella Nelson. To set that Oak Glen defense for you again, Lizzie Kell in the pitching circle, Sarah Brown behind the plate, Danica Holden at first, Addie Smith at second, Cindy Brown at short, Liv Munoz at third, out on the left, Maddie Murray, Riley Bruce in center, and Kayla Wright is in right field. Oh, and to the count to Kristen Hensley. Hensley a .333 batting average, 3 triples this season. 1-2 pitch. Two balls and two strikes. Hensley looks at ball three, so a full count here. 1-1 game. No outs here in the bottom of the second. Winfield with a base runner. Hit that solo home run by Chloe Kimball to start off the inning. Hensley fouls it off. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Kale, her fourth of the game. She struck out four, walked one, and given up the solo home run. So the designated player, Kennedy Schilling, stepping in, senior, play first and pitch. .333 batting average, 3 doubles, 17 runs batted in. Kell in there for a called strike one. Riley McClellan on deck. Glad to have you with us here for coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network. Live streaming coverage also taking place of AAA and Single A action. John Marshall and Cabell Midland starting out the AAA portion of the tournament. So Oak Glen and John Marshall representing the Northern Panhandle. Here's one hit to Sydney Brown and the force at second, and they get the lead runner there. So Brown tossing it on to Smith, who was covering.
Now batting for Winfield, number 29, Riley McClellan.
Schilling in the fielder's choice situation there is at first. Riley McClellan is the batter now, and she looks at a called strike. McClellan, a .389 batting average, had a double this season. Knocked in a couple of runs, playing third base for Coach Hensley's crew today. Fouls this one off. John Marshall and Cabell Midland are scoreless in the middle of the second. St. Mary's Wahama opening up play there in Single A. Bottom of the first there between the White Falcons and St. Mary's. Wahama coming in trying to win 3 in a row. Herbert Hoover trying to win 6 straight here in Double-A. They'll play later against Independence. 1-2 pitch from Kell, and this one lifted out of play. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes here. Kell trying to get out of the inning. Just that solo shot. Swing and a miss, and Kell gets out of the inning. Winfield with a solo shot from Chloe Kimball. We are tied at 1, heading to the 3rd inning here on the NFHS Network. Back to the top of the order for Oak Glen. Sydney Brown, Lizzie Kell, Sarah Brown will start it out. Sydney Brown led off the game with a single and would later score. So happy to have you with us here. On the NFHS Network for coverage of this 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament. We are down to the final 2 championship events of the year for West Virginia High School sports. Here's one up the middle, fielded nicely there at short by Oglesby for the first out. Oglesby had to move to her left. It was a slow roller, but just very patient with it. Made sure she gloved it and then fires on to the first baseman, Hensley, for the first out. And Lizzie Kell grounded out to second her first time up. She's been superb pitching so far for Oak Glen. Gave up that solo shot, but has 5 strikeouts. Lizzie Kell down in the count. No balls and 1 strike as Bogus fires.
Yeah, like I said, you can do more things. You want to switch
Here's a tough chopper, and they're going to call that a foul ball. Just chopped it there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Jefferson, Hoover, and Wahama coming here to the state tournament as the defending champs. Swing and a miss, and Kell is gone. 5 strikeouts now for Macy Bogus. And that brings up Sarah Brown, single and an RBI back in the first. Brought her sister home. Called strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Strike 2. Bogus trying to finish things off here. That one just misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Liv Munoz on deck. For the Golden Bears. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and throwing it down just to make sure, Kimball, and that will do it. A 1-2-3 inning, and we head to the bottom of the third. 1-1 game, Glen and Winfield. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Farmers and Mechanics Insurance knows West Virginia, and we understand how much all of our high school teams and athletes mean to the communities that we have served for more than 100 years. That's why we're proud of our partnership with the West Virginia SSAC. Their commitment to teach and promote sportsmanship and citizenship is the key to future success. Protecting what matters most to you. Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, a proud partner of the West Virginia SSAC.
Back inside here at Kraft Field at beautiful Little Creek Park. Bottom of the third inning. Brooklyn Cole, and what a great stab by the pitcher, Kell, for the out. Diving straight forward and snagging it for out number one. Another look here. So one away. And back to the top of the order. And it will be Georgia Mulder. Struck out back in the first inning. Kell struck out all three batters there. 1-2-3 inning in the first. This one fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike. Check out 0-2 the count. Oh, 2 pitch. Fouled off, and it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Strike 3. Well, I think the catcher, Brown, thought that was the third out, but 2 outs now. 6 strikeouts for Kell, so she's got at least 1 in each inning. Alex Hurley, victim of a strikeout, her first at bat.
My correction. Now batting number 1, Alex Hurley. That's the only time I mess up. I'm doing all right.
Called strike 2. Robbie Kerr, the home plate umpire. Bob Carr at first. Stephen Dalton at second. Brian Howard at third. 2 outs. 0-2 pitch. And this one fouled off, so Hurley stays alive. Picturesque day for girls softball here in South Charleston. Mayor Frank Mullins and Gerald Berge, great crew here in South Charleston, hosting this wonderful event for the 3rd straight year. And a strikeout for Kell. A 1-2-3 inning, and we head to the 4th. 1-1 game. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
The health plan is a proud partner with the West Virginia SSAC and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Back inside here at Kraft Field. Beautiful Little Creek Park. Kraft Field, the venue for AA action in this 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament. And we have a dandy brewing here as we go to the top of the fourth. Tie game between Glen and Winfield. Glen scored a run in the first inning, and Winfield, a solo shot by Chloe Kimball in the second. And that's where we are at the moment in the runs department. Macy Bogus in the circle. 53 pitches, 37 strikes. Liv Munoz lifted one up to the shortstop, Oglesby, there in the first inning. Bogus ready with the 1-1. Coach Garner and her great crew, if they can add to the run they got in the first. We're even. One run each. Munoz 2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch, fouled off. Sherry Garner staff consisting of Rachel Wright-McKay, Stephanie Fidak, Sarah Wright, and Rhonda Stipek. Munoz staying alive here. Defense for Winfield. Macy Bogus in the pitching circle. Chloe Kimball behind home plate. Kristen Hensley at first. Alex Hurley at second. Riley McClellan at third. Miana Oglesby, the flex player, playing shortstop. 2-2 pitch, and this one hit hard to the third baseman. McClellan fires. Great play there by McClellan. One away. Sharply hit there by Munoz, and quick stab of it by McClellan, and on to Hensley for the first out. Des Carter, who struck out to end the first, steps in against Bogus. Rounding out that Winfield lineup, Georgia Mulder is in left, Brooklyn Cole in center, and Ella Nelson is in right. The 1-0. Here's a chopper. McClellan fields that one. Guns it over. 2 gone. How about McClellan here in this top of the fourth inning defensively? And one hit sharply that she had to have quick reflexes to play. And this one was more about concentration with that high chopper off the beautiful turf here at Kraft Field. Addie Smith struck out to lead off the second inning. 1-1 game, top of the fourth, 2 outs and a line drive right at Hensley. 3 great defensive plays by Winfield in a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth, tie game 1-1. Winfield and Oak Glen, the prevent unit, getting it done for the Lady Generals. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
The Health Plan is a proud partner with the West Virginia SSAC and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Bogus leads it off here for Winfield in the bottom of the fourth in a tie game between Oak Glen and Winfield. Opening round of the Class AA portion of this 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament. And Bogus hit with the pitch. She hit a batter in the game. Going to have a courtesy runner here. Kinley Ziegmund will come in for Bogus. Ziegmund is a sophomore. Chloe Kimball, home run to lead off the second inning, providing the 1 run for Winfield thus far. Now she's got a shot here to drive home 2 if she can do it again. It was Kimball's 7th home run of the season, 50th run batted in. 0-1 pitch. Kinley Ziegman, courtesy runner, entered this tournament. 278 batting average. One ball and 2 strikes here to Kimball. Kell rocks and fires. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Kell struck out 3 batters in the first inning. Struck out 2 in the second. She faced 5 batters. She had a 1-2-3 inning in the third. Bogus has had back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for Winfield. 2 great ones. Boy, that one right at the pitcher. Boy, right at her. Boy, and you think about having that cage and what it could be without. Lizzie Kell. Yeah, Kell had that face mask on, but boy, that shot knocked it right at her. And the young lady, just a leader for this team, and something that You just never want to see. Medical staff right on it here inside Kraft Field at Little Creek Park. A break in the action here, and we will resume play. Right now, the concern with Glen pitcher Lizzie Kale. 1-1 game. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate Milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Farmers and Mechanics Insurance knows West Virginia, and we understand how much all of our high school teams and athletes mean to the communities that we have served for more than 100 years. That's why we're proud of our partnership with the West Virginia SSAC. Their commitment to teach and promote sportsmanship and citizenship is the key to future success. Protecting what matters most to you. Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, a proud partner of the West Virginia SSAC.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
The Health Plan is a proud partner with the West Virginia SSAC and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Farmers and Mechanics Insurance knows West Virginia, and we understand how much all of our high school teams and athletes mean to the communities that we have served for more than 100 years. That's why we're proud of our partnership with the West Virginia SSAC. Their commitment to teach and promote sportsmanship and citizenship is the key to future success. Protecting what matters most to you. Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, a proud partner of the West Virginia SSAC.
Well, we welcome you back here to Kraft Field in South Charleston, Little Creek Park, and a scary moment here at the Girls State Softball Tournament. Glen's outstanding pitcher, Lizzie Kale, line shot back at her off the bat of Chloe Kimball, and they did have her sitting up and at the moment just lying back, taking every precaution possible here for this young lady from Oak Glen High School. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Oak Glen scored in the top of the first to take a 1-0 lead. Winfield answered with a run in the bottom of the second. It was Kimball who hit a solo home run, and that's where we are in the scoring. Kell with 7 strikeouts out of 9 possible outs. In those first 3 innings. So they are bringing the stretcher out. And you just cannot say enough about the medical staff here at the state tournament. I mean, no sooner did this happen, and there is Lizzie Kale, and gets a great round of applause here. She was up on her feet. Got a little bit of help there. And you know, an athlete such as her, she's hurting more knowing that, you know, she's likely done for this game for sure. And gets a handshake there. And, again, just a great job by the medical staff here. Johnny on the spot. Bernie Dolan, SSAC Executive Director, and Cindy Daniel out there, and yeah, she waved to the crowd, and they'll get her transported to a nearby hospital, check her out, and see where things stand. But you always hope that you can get through any sporting event unscathed, but that is part of it sometimes with injuries, and certainly with this sport. And these pitchers, they are outstanding, and they bring a lot of heat, and those in the batter's box swinging the bats as hard as they can, and that one just came straight back at Lizzie Kell. Winfield's team, you see off to the left there, he's trying to stay loose here. So Oak Glen's defensive players, the outfielders heading back to their positions. Maddie Murray in left, Riley Bruce in center, and Kayla Wright in right field. And, of course, we'll have a pitching change here now due to the injury to Kale. And it actually may have been Murray who was warming up. Oak Glen losing to Kaiser 3-2 in the opener of the regional, and then bounced back and knocked off the Golden Tornado 3-0, and then 13-5 to reach the state tournament. And right now, deadlocked with Winfield here in this state tournament opener of Class AA. Winfield in at 30-4. Defeated Scott 8-0 in its regional opener, and then Winfield had to hang on, and they got it done against the Lady Skyhawks by a score of 3-2 to advance to the state tournament once again. Winfield, the runner-up a season ago. Madeline Balch is going to head out to the outfield. And I believe Maddie Murray is going to be the pitcher for Oak Glen. So they may be shifting Bruce to center, or Bruce from center to left. Coach Sherry Garner talking with the umpires. Again, our umpiring crew of Rob Kurt. Okay. All right, so Balch will be into the game for Kell. And so it will be Maddie Murray, the sophomore. She will do the pitching here for Oak Glen as they lose their outstanding pitcher, Lizzie Kell. Line shot back at her. And that has delayed play here in this opener of AA action. Courtesy runner for Winfield is Ava Cole.
Changing the lineup for Winfield, the courtesy runner
Is Kimball.
21, Ava Cole.
Got her second base hit of the game. And that solo home run back in the second. So Balch is in left field. Bruce will stay in center. And Murray is now in the pitching circle. So Rob Kerr, our home plate umpire. Bob Carr, the first base umpire. Stephen Dalton at second, and Brian Howard is at third base. Winfield coming in with a 6-game winning streak. Left 7 runners on base in that victory over Scott. A 25-minute delay here in what had been a game with certainly a nice pace to it. 2 good pitchers. Unfortunately, one of those is gone at the moment. So Coach Garner, some encouraging words for her team. And Ella Nelson will step in for Winfield here in the bottom of the 4th inning in a 1-1 game. Nelson walked back in the second. She was forced out at second base. Nelson coming in with a .381 batting average, 2 doubles, 5 triples, 19 runs batted in, and right out of the gate she lays down a bunt and a throw. Good play there at first by Danica Holden, but no chance of getting Nelson there. And in the process, Ava Cole winds up at third. And Kristen Hensley, who struck out back in the second. Another look there at the bunt. Officially a 23-minute delay. 1-0 the count to Hensley. 2 runners aboard. Bases full. Nelson at first, Cole at second, and Ziegman at third. 3-0 pitch, and that is ball 4, and Winfield has the lead as Ziegman comes home. So Ziegman had been running for Bogus, who was hit by that pitch to start the inning. Cole moves to third, and Nelson at second, Hensley at first, and Kennedy Schilling, the designated player, steps in. Senior with a .333 batting average, 3 doubles, 3 triples, and she has driven in 17 runs this season, and a big opportunity here with the bases full. Winfield with a run in to take the lead and no outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's one hit hard. Nice play by the third baseman coming home and getting the play there, but they will be unable to make the play at first, and that is going to get 1 Winfield run home, and now 2 will come home, and they will hold up Schilling at third. Well, they got the force at home, but then trying to make a play at first, and they throw it away. So it's a fielder's choice. Schilling advancing on the error. And Nelson.
She's been pinched hit for. No. That's number 9. What's her last name? Chandler. Pinch hitting for the Winfield Generals. Number 9, Lily Chandler.
Lily Chandler batting here for Winfield. Chandler, .275 batting average on the season. And this one is roped hard into center field, and that will score Schilling. How about Chandler coming in and getting the base hit and RBI?
Evelyn Lloyd. Now pinch hitting for Winfield, number 33, Evelyn Lloyd.
Evie Lloyd. Now coming in to bat for Winfield. It has been a 4-run inning. This one lifted high into left, and that is going to get over the left fielder's head. And good base running there, Winfield, with runners on second and third, and that brings us back to the top of the order and Georgia Mulder. Now playing in a little shallow there in left, and good job there by Lloyd, just getting it past the left fielder. We had ourselves a tight game here. An injury occurred, and things happening here for Winfield in the bottom of the 4th. They lead it by 4 runs. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. This one lifted into center and coming back and then drifting over to her right and making the catch and then tagging at third, and scoring for Winfield will be Chandler. To make it a 6-run game, 6-1 game.
Number 1, Alex Hurley.
Alex Hurley now to the plate. So 2 outs, 9th batter of the inning for Winfield. Strike called on Hurley, who has struck out twice. She has a runner at third. That is Lloyd. Swing and a miss. And we are now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And, you know, Oak Glen would love to get out of here without any more damage done. Been a tough inning for the Lady Golden Bears in the 2-2. And this one right back at the pitcher. Nice job as Murray fires on the first. 9 batters come to the plate for Winfield there in the 4th, and they come up with 5 runs. They lead at 6-1 over Oak Glen as we head to the 5th on the NFHS Network.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
The Health Plan is a proud partner with the West Virginia SSAC and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
We welcome you back inside here at Kraft Field, Little Creek Park, South Charleston. Top of the 5th inning. Tough break there for Oak Glen in the bottom of the 4th. They lose their outstanding pitcher, Lizzie Kell, on a line shot. And Winfield got some offense generated, coming up with 5 runs on 4 hits. There was an error. They leave 1. Winfield has left 3 base runners today. Oak Glen 2. Riley Bruce will step in, and she fouls the first offering from Bogus off for strike 1. Defensively, Winfield going back after having a couple of pinch hitters there in that bottom of the 4th. So the defense is still intact. Bogus is in the circle. Chloe Kimball behind home plate. Kristen Hensley at first. Alex Hurley at second. Briley McClellan at third. Miana Oglesby, the flex at shortstop. Georgia Mulder in left. Brooklyn Cole in center. Evan Nelson is in right field. 1-1 pitch and the bunt. And bring us to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kayla Wright and Maddie Murray will be up for Oak Glen, the state's northern panhandle. Many schools helping make up Oak Glen and many towns. Chester, home of the world's largest teapot. Called strike 3. So a good way to begin the inning for Bogus. Her 7th strikeout. Bruce has been struck out twice now. Kayla Wright, who was hit by a pitch, steps in. That happened back in the 2nd inning, and she swings and misses. will go to the bottom of the fifth for Winfield, and they'll be back to the top of the lineup after that they'll be hitters 3, 4, and 5 to start that inning. Hurley, the number 2 hitter, grounded out to the pitcher. No balls, 2 strikes. (6-1) Winfield lead. Winfield, the runner-up a year ago in Class AA to Herbert Hoover. Hoover battled out of the losers bracket a year ago in order to win that 5th consecutive state championship. In fact, they've done that the last 2 state tournaments. 3rd year for the state tournament here in South Charleston, 2021, 2022, and now 2023. There was no tournament in 2020 due to COVID. So these seniors playing for these 2 teams, they did not have a season as freshmen. A good recovery there by Bogus. Had it, kind of lost it momentarily. Then fires on to Hensley for out number 2.
Up next for the Golden Bears, number 10, the pitcher, Maddie Murray.
Bogus has retired 9 straight. Maddie Murray, who struck out in the 2nd, steps in, trying to prevent another 1-2-3 inning. Called strike. And Glen coming in, 2-game winning streak, won back-to-back games with Kaiser after losing the first game of the region. Top of the 6th, single A action, 2-time defending state champion Wahama, leading St. Mary's by a score of 2-1. Those teams know each other pretty well, members of the Little Kanawha Athletic Conference there in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Meanwhile, the opener of AAA, John Marshall and Cabell Midland, all even at 2. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Great job by home plate umpire Rob Kerr. Calling the balls and strikes. The 0-2 pitch, and that is on the outside corner for strike 3. Inning over. 3 consecutive 1-2-3 innings Oak Glen has dealt with against the outstanding pitching of Macy Bogus. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Winfield 6, Oak Glen 1. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Farmers and Mechanics Insurance knows West Virginia, and we understand how much all of our high school teams and athletes mean to the communities that we have served for more than 100 years. That's why we're proud of our partnership with the West Virginia SSAC. Their commitment to teach and promote sportsmanship and citizenship is the key to future success. Protecting what matters most to you. Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, a proud partner of the West Virginia SSAC.
Bogus leading it off here for Winfield, drifting and pretty close to the fence. And Bogus getting a hold of that one, flies out to the center fielder for Oak Glen. Nice job out there by Riley Bruce for out number 1. Doctors Joey Atkins and Michaela Gunter at Elk Family Dentistry are proud to support the 2023 West Virginia High School Softball Championships. Elk Valley Dentistry specializes in family and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Valley Dentistry, changing lives one smile at a time. Chloe Kimball, 2 for 2 today. This one hit hard to third, and nice job there by Liv Munoz at third for out number 2.
The next hitter for
Great to have you with us for our live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament here on the NFHS Network and Video Productions. Video Productions in conjunction with the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission producing today's coverage. And, well, left center field drifting over and making the grab there is Balch for Oak Glen in a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 6th, Winfield 6 and Oak Glen 1. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network and Video Productions. New pitcher for Winfield. The Generals bringing Lily Chandler into the circle for Bogus. Bogus will shift over to third, so McClellan heads out of the game for the Lady Generals. Top of the 6th inning. Just joining us, Oak Glen struck first with a run in the top of the 1st. Sydney Brown got a base hit and later driven in by her sister Sarah. Those two young ladies off to Slippery Rock to continue their careers. Winfield even things as Chloe Kimball led off the bottom of the second with a solo home run. And then we had a scary moment there in the 4th inning when Lizzie Kale, who was pitching an outstanding game for Oak Glen, took a line shot, and that would turn out to be a 23-minute delay with the injury. She was up. She waved to the crowd afterwards, and we'll keep our thoughts and prayers with that young lady and keep you abreast of how she's doing. In that inning, Winfield coming up with 5 runs on 4 hits. Winfield has 5 hits in the game. Oak Glen got those 2 hits in the top of the 1st by the Brown sisters, and that's been it. Sydney Brown. Middle of the 6th, and John Marshall and Cabell Midland still even at 2. The Sydney Brown with a base hit, scored a run, has a stolen base. That all happened in the 1st. She grounded out to short in the 3rd. Pitch coming, and this one hit to the shortstop, and nice job by Oglesby. The second time, Oglesby has had a part in retiring Sydney Brown.
next batter for Oak Glen.
Maddie Balch checking in now for the first time as a hitter, and she is part of all the substituting done with the Kell injury. She's in left field, called strike to Balch. Wahama has added another run in its game with St. Mary's there in single A action. Well, that one catching the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Chandler on the season pitching 63 and a third, record of 8-3, 3.32 ERA, 38 strikeouts, 27 walks coming into the state tournament. Balch fouls this one off. So Wahama trying to win a third straight state championship in single A in 2023 with that great pitcher, Mikey Living. And she's going to Ohio. Wolf, another great player, going to Radford. St. Mary's has stranded 6 and 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Balch hanging tough here. Steve Hensley, the head coach for Winfield. Sherry Garner for Oak Glen. 2 great programs battling it out here. One team trying to move on to a winner's bracket game later this evening against the winner of our next game, which will be 5-time defending state champ Herbert Hoover and Independence. So all 4 AA teams in the field a year ago. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Balch. Swing and a miss. And that is out number 2. Check that. Independence back in the state tournament after being out. Shady was the representative of Region 3 a year ago.
Next batter for Oak Glen, number 77.
Shady Spring has earned a trip to the state baseball tournament. So Sarah Brown, the catcher, fouls off the first pitch. So 3 of the 4 in AA. Returning. And last year it was Hoover and Winfield battling for the state championship, with Hoover winning 2 to take it. After dropping its opener in the tournament. Winfield defense. Lily Chandler in the circle. Chloe Kimball behind the plate. Kristen Hensley at first. Alex Hurley at second. Macy Bogus is at third. Brianna Oglesby, the flex at short. Out on the left, Georgia Mulder, Brooklyn Cole in center, and Ellen Nelson is in right field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 6-1 game. Oh, Glen trying to get something going here. Time running out for the Golden Bears. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that got away from Chandler, and able to keep away from it was Brown. So Wahama and St. Mary's heading to the 7th. Cabell Midland and John Marshall in a battle in the 7th. And there is a walk for Brown. Well, last time they had a base runner back in the 2nd inning when Kayla Wright got hit by a pitch. Liv Munoz will step in, grounded out to the shortstop in the 1st inning, and then, or popped up to the short, I should say, and then grounded out to the 3rd baseman in the 4th. This one laced into right field. The catch made out in right by Nelson to end it for John Marshall here in the top of the 6th inning. Leave a runner aboard Oak Glen, Northern Panhandle, and John Marshall in the Northern Panhandle. And our Northern Panhandle teams. John Marshall in that battle with Cabell Midland. Oak Glen trailing Winfield 6-1 here. We head to the bottom of the 6th on the NFHS Network and Video Productions.
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Farmers and Mechanics Insurance knows West Virginia, and we understand how much all of our high school teams and athletes mean to the communities that we have served for more than 100 years. That's why we're proud of our partnership with the West Virginia SSAC. Their commitment to teach and promote sportsmanship and citizenship is the key to future success. Protecting what matters most to you. Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, a proud partner of the West Virginia SSAC.
See who. Kristen Hensley will start it out here in the bottom of the 6th for the Lady Generals of Winfield. Great to have you with us here on the NFHS Network Video Productions for coverage of this 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament. One pitch, one out as Hensley flies to right field. Doctors Joey Atkins and Michaela Gunter at Elk Family Dentistry are proud to support the 2023 West Virginia High School Softball Championships. Elk Valley Dentistry specializes in family and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Changing lives one smile at a time. Schilling on the day. Hit into a couple of fielder's choice situations, and now base hit into right field for Kennedy Schilling. Another look. Schilling there at first. So Lily Chandler, and there is Schilling getting a piece of that one and making her way to first base. Swing and a miss. Maddie Murray in the circle for Oak Glen after they lose standout pitcher Lizzie Kell to an injury. Took a line shot off the mask. Chandler out in front here. 3 balls, 1 strike. And this one is roped into left and just letting it drop right in front of her and blocking it there is Balch for Oak Glen. So back-to-back base hits here for Winfield in the bottom of the 6th inning. Thought for a moment Balch may be able to snag that one, but boy, it just dropped down in there. So Wahama has won its game with St. Mary's. Kinley Ziegman is running for Winfield there at first. Up for the Generals, Brooklyn Cole. Cole line to the pitcher back in the 3rd and then didn't bat in the 4th inning. as Lloyd came in and got a base hit. And here's a slow roller that will be foul. The ball is 2 strikes, 2 runners on, 1 out here in the 6th, and hard hit ball. That is a fair ball. Schilling will score. Ziegman will score. Winfield 8, Oak Glen 1.
Winfield batter is number 24, Brooklyn Cole. Up next is the leadoff batter for Winfield.
Cole with a base hit and brings home 2. So in the 8-run mercy situation, Winfield could finish this game off here in the bottom of the 6th if they get Cole home. So Georgia Mulder leads it off, and she rips it into right field. Big catch made there by Kayla Wright, and that's Wright's second snag here in this inning. But that game may have just ended there the way that ball came off that bat. Alex Hurley now steps in. So the runner moves from second to third. Again, Wahama has beaten St. Mary's in its opener in defense of that state championship, and John Marshall has just scored. 3-2 lead in the top of the 7th in the AAA game. So Wahama coming in, 2-time defending state champ, and so they start defense of that with a win over St. Mary's. And in a AAA battle, Cabell Midland and John Marshall is now taking the lead, top of the 7th, 3-2. And here's one lifted up in the infield, and that will do it. So Oak Glen will get a shot here in the top of the 7th. 2 more runs coming home for Winfield. They lead it 8-1 as we head to the 7th. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament on the NFHS Network and Video Productions.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
The Health Plan is a proud partner with the West Virginia SSAC and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Back here inside Kraft Field, Little Creek Park, South Charleston, West Virginia. Wonderful to have you with us for the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament. Winfield leads Oak Glen 8-1. AA competition taking place here at Kraft. Des Carter, Addie Smith, Riley Bruce. One final chance here for Oak Glen. Evelyn Lloyd now in center field for Winfield. Macy Hartung has stepped in and gets a base hit as she replaces Carter. Hartung with the base hit, just like that. So Macy Hartung gets it going for Oak Glen. Addie Smith has struck out and line to the first baseman. Throw down and safe at first. Riley Bruce will be on deck. Oak Glen opened this game with a run in the top of the first, but that has been it. And here's one. Out of play. Pitch coming, and this one will drop in shallow. Right center for another base hit. Back-to-back base hits for Oak Glen. They get 2 hits in the first inning, and here they are in the 7th with hits 3 and 4. Riley Bruce will step in. Mikey Living getting that win for Wahama in the single-A opener against St. Mary's. Living off to Ohio University when her high school career ends. Fouled off. Two runners on. 0-2 pitch. Slapped out of play. Oh, 2 pitch again, and again, hanging tough is Bruce. Bruce has struck out twice today. Definitely wants to get a hit here, and who knows, maybe bring home a couple of runs. A lead of 8-1 for Winfield. One ball and 2 strikes now. This one slap foul.
So that everybody know that they have some fresh hot pizza now in the concession stand. So get as many slices as you like.
One ball and 2 strikes here. Riley Bruce, no outs here. Top of the 7th. Kimball throws down to first to Hensley. Winfield coach Steve Hensley looking for his 172nd victory here. There's one fouled off, hitting the catcher's mask there. And boy, this has been a long, drawn-out battle between Chandler and Bruce. Two-two pitch. Tenth pitch coming up. And this one is lifted into foul territory there in right. Nelson was coming over. It was right up against the fence. And John Marshall has just beaten Cabell Midland. And a swing and a miss, and the battle between Chandler and Bruce ends, and Chandler is victorious with the strikeout and the first out here in the top of the seventh. So that will bring up Kayla Wright. Got hit by a pitch in the second inning. Grounded out to the pitcher. Back in the fifth. Two base runners aboard here. Back-to-back base hits to start this top of the seventh. Trailing by 7. This one lifted out of play. So again, we had a 23-minute delay here due to an injury to Oak Glen's outstanding pitcher, Lizzie Kale, hit with a line shot. We have gone final in our openers of AAA and Single A. John Marshall has beaten Cabell Midland 3-2, and Wahama has downed St. Mary's 3-1. Thus, Midland and St. Mary's facing elimination later this afternoon. Jefferson winning it all a year ago, Midland 2 years ago here, and a swing and a miss and a strikeout. So 2 straight base hits for Oak Glen, and since Chandler has struck out 2 in a row, and that brings us to perhaps the final batter of this game. Maddie Murray will try to keep it going here, and she hits that one. Well, went off the glove of Chandler, rolls into center field, and Oak Glen going to try to bring the runner, and now here's a throw down to second, and they got her, and that's how it will end. I think the scoring out there is going to be 8-4, I believe, on the tag. Well, just got too far off the bag there after Harding had to turn around and go back to third base, and that had Smith well between second and third. So that's how it ends. It's Winfield 8 and Oak Glen 1, and we will return and recap it for you in a moment here on the NFHS Network and Video Productions. So does she get a base hit there? And hitting-wise, who's our hitting stars? Doctors Joey Atkins and Michaela Gunter at Elk Family Dentistry are proud to support the 2023 West Virginia High School Softball Championships. Elk Valley Dentistry specializes in family and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, changing lives one smile at a time. An 8-1 victory for Winfield as they knock off Glen here. Glen scored in the first inning. Winfield answered as Chloe Kimball had a solo home run. And one of 2 hits on the day for her. Lily Chandler had a couple of base hits for Winfield. So that home run tied the game in the bottom of the second at 1-1. And then they erupt for 5 runs in the fourth, add 2 more in the sixth, and they get the victory here. Now 31-4, and Glen falls to 25-10. So Winfield gets the winner of this game coming up between Independence and 5-time defending state champ Hoover, and Glen will await the team that falls in defeat here. Winning pitcher was Winfield's Macy Balgus, and Lizzie Kell, who was pitching an outstanding game until her injury. She suffers the loss, and again, we hope that young lady is okay and can be with her teammates here at this state tournament. Great job by our crew. Brian Shepard, our producer, director, and we got a lot more softball AA style coming your way here as Independence and Herbert Hoover get set to square off. Again, our final, it is Winfield winning this opening round Class AA Girls Softball State Tournament game, 8-1 over Glen. For our entire crew, this is Mark Martin. We thank you for watching our live streaming coverage of the 2023 West Virginia High School Girls State Softball Tournament here on the NFHS Network and Video Productions.